Let's talk about some upcoming quarter two incentives. What I predict here in terms of what Tesla incentives I feel like will be coming out later this month or even next month or the next quarter. We talked yesterday about all of the massive lists of incentives that are currently out there. So if you need a refresher, we'll go through that really quickly so you can see what's out there and so that you have all the different knowledge on all the new incentives. Here, yesterday, we talked about all of the massive lists of incentives that are out there. And in case you're wondering, here is all of them as posted on the screen. The biggest ones, of course, is the Model Y 1.99% financing offer, which you must place your order and do a credit application by June 16th. You can take delivery later on, maybe even like a couple weeks, or I mean, they're going to want you to take delivery by the end of June. That's just how it is because at the end of June, the definition here is that is the end of the quarter. And so Tesla is putting a soft date on it on June 16th because I really feel like they're going to do some switch pivots after June 16th that everybody that has locked in will not be able to take advantage of. And I think those pivots are going to be inventory discounted vehicles. Right now, Model Y inventory discounts, there are pretty, they're very thin actually, like a $500, $1,000, but they have high mileage with demo vehicles. I personally feel like they're going to turn this up a notch because you have to think about it. There's two different types of buyers here. I mean, technically there's three, but let's put leasing customers aside here. There's financing customers and there's cash customers. Right now, there could be a couple of people out there or people in the I buy my cars in cash group that don't really care about the 1.99. I mean, maybe they'll care about 0% or like the low interest rate type of promotion. They'd rather have a big fat discount up front because they'll feel better with that purchase. And so I think Tesla will flip the switch here there and they'll switch it to like the 4 to 5, maybe not 4 to 5, but 2 to 3, maybe $3,000 to $4,000 discounts after that. I think that might be the next step after with the Tesla discounts and everything after June 16th. So if you're someone that is looking at Model Y specifically, that could be what could be coming up in the near future. We've seen similar strategies like this, timelines with Model 3s. SX is kind of already pretty high. Cybertruck is already 0%, so really not going to see anything there. But in case you are curious about all the other different incentives that are out there, here's a full list of incentives that stack with pretty much everything else. We got 3 months of full self-driving if you use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. You have to click it open first, then head on over to Tesla, find your vehicle, and place a deposit. And that gives you 3 months of full self-driving onto your Tesla vehicle. We've got full self-driving transfer, all models. So if you currently have a Tesla and you're looking to get into another one, or Tesla has full self-driving, looking to get into another new one, that is currently available. And we have no end date on that one, so it's kind of loose at this moment. We got Everyday Heroes program, $1,000 with ID Me. This one plus the Lyft driver program seems like is very easily accessible as long as you use the same email address. You can't stack both of these together, but if you verify and use a same email address with your Tesla account, you should be able to get this $1,000 to $2,000 off. But the Lyft one is kind of, you have to read the fine print because $1,000 is like a Tesla credit, so it's not actually $1,000 off. And then of course the list goes on and on. I think we've talked a lot about all these different incentives that are out there with like Model 3, Model Y, Cybertruck, and Model S and Model X. I mean, the biggest thing here is, Cybertruck has 0% if you get full self-driving, which I feel like is the only way to get it. Model 3 has fantastic deals, but if you're getting a rear-wheel drive, it has the most in demand. That's the most in demand model, like at least a 1 to 3 wait week. And then Model S and Model X, big thing there is I would say do not buy at this moment because there is a refresh that we don't know when it's coming, but we know it's around the corner at this point. But certainly very interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. If you're buying a brand new Tesla right now, and if you're looking to get half off of full self-driving, we have a way to get you half off of full self-driving. So definitely send me a DM in the socials like Instagram or even my email address, and we'll add you to the wait list if you are interested. On top of that, we do keep track of all the best deals that are out there for Model 3s and Model Ys on our deal spreadsheet down below in the description. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And in terms of like what I think in terms of predictions of incentives. I also think maybe there could be a 7-seater release later this month, a Model S, Model X refresh release. I had Model Y Performance on this list, but I think at this moment, I don't think it's going to be coming out. And in terms of like an affordable Tesla, I don't really think it's going to be this month as well. But I don't really envision any sort of like, I know a lot of you out there comment like you want 0% on Model Y. You're not buying until you get 0% on Model Y, or even like the Model Y rear wheel drive. You're not going to buy until you get a incentive offer on that. And that's the other thing. Maybe we do get a Model Y rear wheel drive incentive flipped on. Actually, I don't know. Maybe if anything, maybe Tesla extends the Model Y offer of 1.99 through the end of June, and then they add on rear-wheel drive as well. I mean, that could be a big one, and I certainly feel like that's realistic as well because Tesla, they do like putting these end dates, but I also have seen in the past where they've extended it for the end of the month, end of the quarter as well. So it really kind of just depends on where they are at this moment with how many deliveries, how many orders, and everything they have by the end of the month. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up, my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it and you should too.